Hello, I'm FPX Toycat, and welcome back to August Realm Review. Don't you think it's a little unfair that when you look at Minecraft videos on the internet, it's always the YouTuber's world who's being shown off and that you get to judge? I feel like it should be more fair if it goes the other way, and if indeed I can look at your Minecraft worlds and judge them, something that's been made possible with Minecraft Realms, and that is why Toycat is very handsome and modest, is going to be the first world we're checking out today, and maybe being mildly critical towards. Also, we're going to be scoring things out of 10, because everyone loves out of 10 ratings. It's going to be a lot of fun, but join me in our first world, which as you can see, has a Buddha statue, and you know what? Religion in Minecraft? Not in my Minecraft server. But no, more seriously, it's going to be a lot of fun, and just remember to sub to the channel, because greater than 99% of drownings happen to people who aren't subscribed to the channel. Just a fair little bit of warning. Also a fair bit of warning, this is a weird spawn. I think it should go without saying that I was probably meant to spawn inside the tower, right? And they just didn't realize how wide a spawn area can be. Yep, that's correct. I guessed incorrectly. So I'm already going to mark you down for the fact that this is the generic wood and stone tower that everyone has near their spawn base, and also for mistaking how big the spawn area is. If you want to enclose people in an area so that they can only, go a certain direction, you need to make sure you know where your spawn point actually is. And in the case of this one, spawning here and jumping down would give a very different experience. See, look, I'm even going to do it right now. Look how different my experience is. I shouldn't be looking at these signs right now and this questionably communist banner. But hello, Toycat. I'm so happy you chose to join my realm. This is mostly solo survival, but my friends joined and help, and it was created in 2019, took a break in 2020, and rediscovered it later in 2020. And then, long story short, what he's saying is he plays Minecraft and that you should sub to Toycat because he's, yes, friend of owner. Oh, that's exciting. Hello, friend of owner of the world. Also, most of the technical builds on here are not my design. So you know what, I'll just take the Netherite stuff and we'll go look at it, shall we? Does this bow have green on it, or am I mistaken? Oh, I guess this is a weird texture pack that makes items shorter. Look how adorably tiny this Netherite sword is. But yeah, it's very clear from this collection of stuff that this is someone who knows their way around a Minecraft world. Oh, also, coordinates book. I love this. If you want to show off a world, have one of these. So I'm marking them down for the spawn area, both for unoriginality and indeed for not working out correctly, but then I'll mark them up for realizing that if you're going to show someone your world, letting them know where to go is a very good idea. Also, I love these little soul sand fires they have going on right here. I think using fire as like half a block is underrated, and I love these little towers. So yeah, overall, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad so far. So already I'm loving these turtles in captivity. They look especially large, right? Am I imagining that? Very, very fun little building for it too, sure. And then also, we've got this. It looks like it's a lava farm. Although I'm confused because there's no lava down here, but there is water. What happens if you have lava drip into a water cauldron? Does it make an obsidian cauldron? I know it doesn't, but does the water get overwritten, or does the water stay there? I've got a lot of questions. Like, what is this? Why does this exist? I don't want to go in there because I'll be trapped, but I'm also curious about all of it. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of, fun little builds in one place, and there's this fun pathway going between them, which I also like. I feel like a path is an underrated way to lead yourself between things in the world. I'm personally a big believer in doing it efficiently and just going in a straight line. But if you're just trying to look around a variety of builds you put a lot of effort into, I think this is a smart thing too. Oh, look at this. This is fun. I don't know why. Oh, it's a it's a Jeb sheep, and then they've got all the colors of wool. See, that's clever. In case you're curious, that's not how Jeb sheep work, but it's a fun illusion that they're providing, and I like it. So there's a lot of these tall buildings around that seem to be next to nothing. Although actually, maybe this is good for getting an elytra to fly, because you can just jump on top of it, go for a quick fly, and then end up at a castle, for instance. I'm liking it. Although I'm really just here looking for a bed. I guess this is more of a church than a house. You know what does a house look like in a server like this? I'm gonna guess not that igloo. I'm gonna guess that's a lighthouse. You know what? Everyone loves a good lighthouse build. But where do we keep the beds? You know, this is the problem with everyone's Minecraft world. You need more crafting tables, more beds, the necessities of life. You need to keep them around somewhere. Even the igloo doesn't have it. It just has this little, what even is that? A little igloo man? Snow golem, that's the word. Okay, this is something I actually do like. It's a horse boat, so you jump on the horse, and then the horse is the minecart ride. It seems a little bit ridiculous, and it doesn't fully work. But I like the premise. Because as long as you have pad rails, like, what does it matter, you know? That's beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to do something like that in my world just for the fun of it. Speaking of things I'm gonna have to do, go to bed, please. I want to do it. I hate rain and I hate night, and I'm getting the worst of both worlds right now. Oh wait, there's a giant bed over there. See, we shared a Minecraft build, it seems. Let's see if maybe they keep a bed near their bed. Nope, they've got some weird redstone going on in there though. I don't know what that could possibly be, but they have some redstone, but no bedding. Okay, I've been looking around for most of 10 minutes. I finally found some beds in the form of... Oh, it's obstruct... You know, I'm gonna have to go... I know this is clearly meant to be, what, like an Iron Golem farm or something? I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that this is not an ideal Minecraft world. You need to be able to sleep to skip the night, because otherwise phantoms spawn, and otherwise the rain will stay forever. It's a big problem. I'm gonna let all the Fletchers out, just to see what happens here. I feel like only good things can come from this interaction right here, right? Only good things. Definitely no bad things. Solely good things right here. Yep, all good, all good. I like a lot of things about this world, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I really, the resource pack makes the sun smile. But as you can see, they've made it's vanilla mostly, and it's also like someone's clearly loved long-term survival world. Well, when they need to build something, they're like, yeah, I'll build it inside of something fun, which is how Minecraft should be. Instead of going for the biggest and the best, and that's fun, you know, to see sometimes. Instead, it's like, yeah, we have a fun, small version of everything, whether that be a clock, whether that be a church, or a lighthouse, or the giant building I was just in with the villagers. I like what I've seen in this world, and I like that it's compact too. I mean, sure, I have coordinates if I want to see all of them. They're kind of a mess, honestly. I don't know how I'd even begin to follow those. But, you know, there's coordinates around if you really need them or want them. But it's a world that, like, logically flows you around from thing to thing to thing. And I like that a lot. I like that, you know, the further out you go, the bigger and more, I guess, ambitious the builds get. I am a big fan of this world, and so I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Which, as we all know, is the coward's way out of saying it's good. But I'm willing to admit there are going to be better things, and when those better things come up, I don't want that better thing to seem worse by comparison to this. So let's move into the next world, shall we? So this next one is from someone called Dada PG. So they're a father, and they believe in parental guidance. Excited to see what it's going to be. Can they best the 8.5 from before? It's looking like maybe they can. Jesus, I mean, just on first impressions, the amount of time this must have taken to do in survival. You know what? I think if you have a child, we should be calling CPS, because there has been... Also, take that. It's not like she'll use it anytime soon. Hey, we're stealing his wife's stuff. I'm guessing a wife. You know, you can have a child without having a wife. You know, that's very regressive of me to imply that he needs to be married in order to enjoy a partnered save. But yeah, Dada PG, I'm going to be calling Protective Child Service on this. But yeah, Dada PG, the detail that I'm seeing in this, it is horrific. I mean, the amount of focus and detail I'm seeing already. See, there's French. No one actually speaks French. I mean, like, there's French, air quotes, people. But we all know that's not... This whole thing is French. Oh, no. Do I have people who are French who follow me? Oh, God. I'm about to throw up. I'm not sure how to deal with this information. So more seriously, not only is this a beautiful world to look at from any angle, but also they have beds everywhere. So you know what? Good job. I will forgive the language impediment that is all around here, because look at the dedication and the effort you can see in every corner. Like every individual house I'm looking at, you can see there's some in like construction over here, but every individual house looks amazing by itself, but then also fits into the scenery, and then because it's going for some steampunk aesthetic or something, you can see if we look up in the sky, there's a ton of just things up here too. Look at this hot air balloon. Look how much time this must have taken to make. And again, this is all vanilla palette Minecraft. It's all vanilla. Unlike the other guy, there's no resource pack applied. This is just solely, yeah, we were playing Minecraft and we built some things. And there's so many airships around too. This one has a single block of copper for some reason. But there's so many airships around here too, all with their own bed and crafting table and barrel and chest. Get that. This is a very, very, very high quality piece of work, honestly, right? Okay, so this right here is a I don't even know what to describe this as, like a cathedral or something like that. It's looking pretty good. It's big, it's empty, it's open. You can see from the scaffolding in the dirt that, like, this really was constructed in survival, or they're doing a good job of putting it on. But, like, unlike some worlds where you're like, yes, I pristinely built from emeralds and, you know, like weird blocks alone, this amazing thing. Trust me, it's all legit. This is a world that screams a passion for survival and love, and I don't even know how to fully explore it. But no matter where I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, this is good stuff. I think this is a very well put together world. Again, it's, oh, look, we're in English now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Main Street. I have found my part of the Minecraft world. And then, oh, La Grande Porte. Let's go look at it. Oh, it doesn't, the vines don't go all the way up. That's sad. I get that they were trying to build a village, and they've done a really good job at it, by the way. They've even, again, they've lit it up in a way that means that mobs won't spawn, even with current spawning rules. However, there is something a little bit that's, like, quite sameness, right? Like, you can see, like, it's a cobblestone house with some wood, and it's a stone house with some wood. Like, the buildings do have a kind of similarity to them, and I feel like they do a good enough job at trying to break that up with, like, they've got some natural terrain. They've built right here a little river. Is that just a random conduit lying down there? See, that is how long they've been playing Minecraft. That is the number of hours that have been not put into this child. This Minecraft world is a better, you know, is the real baby, is what I'm saying here. And it's hard to find a world where you have this much agreement with not only, like, the fun vision. I love that it's, like, you know, retro future. Everyone always loved, at least personally, I love this concept of, like, what if the future but in the past? What if the past's version of the future? Because we always think of the future as being from our current perspective, but our current perspective is very warped. When you see other people's alternative versions of the future, you know, the paradises they were building towards, you start to realize that, like, oh yeah, everyone has their own vision of what the future will be, and that vision is changing all the time because society's changing all the time. You can't have just one future. And so seeing, like, a medieval future like this, it's really cool to look at. And the fact that it's so immaculately built here in Minecraft really, really tells me a lot about the, you know, like, the artistic skill that at least one of these two people has going on, and then the commitment that both of them have to making it actually work. It is insane. It's intense. And again, you know, the only criticism is it's got, see, the fact that I end up here without even knowing it, it's a little bit samey. It's got some solid roots, and you know, I feel like samey is what they're going for in a way. Like, they're trying to make a cohesive town. But you know, I don't want a cohesive town. I wanna be confused and shocked by how different things are, or at least, you know, work within the sameness to do some different things. Also, we're gonna take down another half point for being French. So this is a 9 out of 10 Minecraft world. Is this an objective rating system if we bully an entire language with it? Some would argue no, but some would argue that everything's arbitrary anyway, so we might as well go for a fly, enjoy the insanity in progress, and say, for real though, good job on the relationship that led to this. Honestly, whether the relationship with Amy or whatever her name was, or whether it's the relationship with, honestly, just the relationship you have with your own mind to be able to pull stuff off like this. This is better than a lot of marketplace maps, and it's entirely free. Look at this sky farm with little chopper wings. I love it so much. But it's a 9 out of 10 because, you know, we all know how British people feel about French people, right? Ooh, let's see where this water takes us. I bet it's is this like an aqueduct going all the way from the mountain? I bet it is. This is like my dream Minecraft project that's entirely dumbed. Oh no, it just goes to nowhere? That's actually more confusing. This is like, I've always looked at something like this and thought, yeah, that'd be the dream. But instead this is just a village they went to once, and then never again. You know, let's go back to let's pretend that we finished on a high note in the village, and let's move into the next world. Because Jancrafts thinks that Toycat is amazing in August. It's interesting, the quality of these worlds has increased significantly now that we're doing this every month. I guess because more people are like, oh, I really could be on the next one. As opposed to before it was like, you know what, we do them whenever. I think regularity is something that really helps people in a lot of ways. So this is the Neverport, established May 30th, 2020 in v1.14.6. And as you can see, it's very neverified as a result. But they have played recent versions based on this pink glow sign. I heard glow signs work now, so I should start putting those in my world, huh? See, if this isn't an opportunity to realize why you need things, what else is? So we're gonna go to the Nether portal. That is clearly the point they want me to go towards, and I'm gonna do so using their horse. Or maybe I'm not. So you can see from this map wall that right now it is definitely like in the early phases of being put together. They did a really cool map, which is one of those like great go-to projects because it helps you to really see, you know, what's been going on over time. But yeah, overall right now, it's pretty easy enough to see. Oh, there's a little sing parrot. How cute. But yeah, as of right now, clearly there is some work to be done. But yeah, I guess we need to not be here if we want to go look around the world. So first of all, we're going to mark it down for raining, because if we can mark people down for Frenchness, we can mark them down for weather as well. And second of all, I'm going to say that this is you know, like again, it's that really great starter world vibe, where it's like, we've just started up, we're starting to build some things, and now we're starting to link those things together. And sadly, those things start to end over here, it looks like. But again, they've got some fun visions. They're starting to use the things like, ooh, what if we had a sheep farm, even with a sheep that changes color? What if we had a cow farm? Is this an automatic cow? How have they done that? How are the cows not choked? I guess because they're in a partial block, they're not. But they've got a ton of cow legs hanging on the wall there, which is kind of horrifying, I mean, if you think about it. But it's also very, very interesting to look at, so we'll give them points for their horrifying cow leg display. I'll also give them points for having a little butcher and a whole little area like this. Like, this is someone going for a theme as well. Like, they want a medieval-style village. I guess with a tractor. I don't know when tractors became a thing, but not medieval. I guess an old-timey is the word I'm going for. And then you can see the pathway branches off into the mountain over it. Oh, they've got a mountain house. Now we're talking. They've even got a goat on a leash outside. So let's go see what's going on in here. You know, it's a simple base, but if it does the job, it does the job, I guess. Does it do the job, though? Personally, something I've always liked is using chests, but sideways, to get this, like, double deep storage vibe. It's something that people don't do enough. And especially now that you can put chests next to chests next to chests, in both Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock, it's a really cool thing to have. Also, can't make the rain go away. Life is sad. If we look around a little further, you can see they've made this really nice pathway to nowhere, besides a boat. And, again, you start to realize that not everyone has these like grand visions for mega projects. A lot of people do just have very reasonable, I will do this thing, it will take me 20 minutes, and now I have a thing that I need. Which is probably something we should be treasuring and rewarding more. Like, oh yeah, look at how he keeps all his projects under control. But in my personal opinion, it's like, it's like good, it's like good for you. But also some of the best things to see in Minecraft are like people's insane devotion, right? Like, I think devotion is a cool thing. I think dedication and commitment and whatever else are cool things. And I think this world doesn't necessarily show those things, but it's very respectable anyway. This one is going to get a lovely 6.5 out of 10 from me. It's definitely not bad. It's just not what I would put in a Minecraft world. I do like this house though. It's a very modern house style thing, if you know what I'm saying. So the next round comes in from Fiery Box, and I don't know what to expect with a name like that. I mean, Minecraft is a box game, and there is fieriness in there. There's lots of types of fire, actually. And, oh dear. This is... Can you... You know what? I mean, they're calling us the ASS, I should say. Sorry, they don't say ass, because you can't say donkeys on Minecraft. But they did say AS and then another S. But then this is what they built. They're like, I'm going to make the best realm ever. And then they made this. And then, if you look around, there's nothing else. Every single... You know what's funny? Every single day, I get so many invites to realms like this. Why do people think, like, you know what? It sucks now, but when Toycat comes in here, he'll put the hours of effort in needed. Like, I'm just so confused when I look around it. Like, they put a lot of work into making absolutely nothing. It sometimes seems, and I don't understand it at all. But you know what? There's lots of things I don't understand, like why I'm not giving this a full 0 out of 10, but instead a 0.5 out of 10. Can you give a 0.5 out of 10, or should we go round up to a full 1? We're not rounding up. Okay, it's the final round down. Da 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 da. This song might be copyright, so I'm going to stop right now. And oh my god, this is an interesting... You know, usually it's like either the most OP stuff or it's like being somewhat... This is just a confusing set of free stuff to give to people. Why does everyone get a crossbow when they join the world? So as you can see, this is someone who has played Minecraft and then played it again. Enough to make a Netherite beacon. But actually, I don't fully buy that. If you're someone who makes a Netherite beacon, do you really have a spawn made from diorite where you can't finish the ceiling? If you're the sort of person who can't put 6 blocks of diorite in your ceiling, and indeed, you can see how it's pretty unfinished on all the sides, do you really think you're the sort of person who, even with the help of other people, can make a full level 4 maxed out mega beacon? Do you reckon we found our first survival fraud today? You know, I'm not here to judge. Actually, you know, that's exactly what I'm here to do. So, as you can see, this is a world where someone went mining and they got a lot of andesite and diorite. Sorry, not that's andesite. Yeah, andesite and diorite. And the end result is they made a very interesting village. I actually do like these village buildings. Like, for what it's worth, I love this as like a way to style a house. Andesite and cobblestone actually do go well together, as it turns out. And I like that this is a little village with some, you know, like azalea trees. It's fun. It's nice. It's interesting. However, the world then seems to just stop. Like, there's a fence here that we can just about get over. And then there's this, an insane amount of crystals guarding an empty chest. Is there redstone under that? Nope, it's just an incomplete redstone chest. Then there's this lovely second floor with nothing. Place auctions here. Auction house. Saddles, seller FV core. I feel like, okay, you know, this is mean to say, but it's my honest interpretation. This is a world that I think someone has, you know, like they have this fantasy of this server where lots of people play with them, but sadly, no one joined, or like they just never got the word out, or they, you know, whatever it is. And so instead what they've done is they're like sock puppeting, like, oh yeah, loads of people helped. That's why we have all this netherite. It's such a cool server that we work together to make big things. But then if you actually look for like actual signs of development or progress, you've just got the one village and you've just got the nether. And the nether, which is supposedly a hub, again, in a server where they've mined all of that netherrack, the nether just looks like this. It's just a tunnel going through some netherrack until it eventually reaches this. Then there's a lovely deep slate bridge that, as you can see, was clearly done with... Actually, you know, how is this meant to work? Did I miss something? Oh, you go down here and then above. But you can see there's this lovely little... I don't even know what you should call this, like a tunnel that then just goes out to FB Core's base. And then there's a stronghold that way. Again, there's a really nice, like, feeling of what they maybe could have done if they'd believed in themselves. But the actual reality seems to be missing a lot of that feeling. And it's a tragedy. But yeah, let's go now to whatever this is. The Yelena 6358 space. And then apparently a lot of people have a singular skull farm. And then there's a community mining area. We should go look at that. I'm very curious about how much mining they did to make a netherite beacon. Okay, here we go. I'm excited. Let's see it. Let's see the work. So this is a prismarine. What is any of this? I'm very confused. What am I looking at? How do they have like fish and are there guardians out here? What is happening? So yeah, finding this community farm where all the netherite was mined is a little easier said than done, but that's fine. You know what? This world is a fun example of lots of small nice bits compounded. Oh, it's fine. There's lots of like small nice fun ideas compounded together here, and that's not so bad. I don't know. I'm not going to judge too much on the survival thing. I mean, we all would love to have a netherite beacon, so you know, maybe it was just one of the very first things they did in their world. But so they have like a guardian farm that sends the guardians into the nether and then kills them because they die there. That is really genius. Maybe I don't know for sure. I love what it looks like though. I want to do this now. I want to have a nether based guardian farm. I think that's a really quirky idea. Okay, let's see how this works then. So you leave it on, and then guardians start spawning, maybe? Maybe I'll try that again. So you turn it on, and then... Oh, it's like a... Nope, I have no clue. I guess it's breaking the portals and then relighting them using a dispenser, I guess? It's an interesting system what they have going on here. I love the way this looks. I think this is like a really inspiring farm, and so it brings the world up to a 5.5 out of 10. Everything's a half out of 10 today, except the French. The French don't deserve a half. But you know what? You know who does deserve a half? You, for watching this video. You deserve... Oh my... Look at the baby tiny salmon. You deserve a little halfway applause for watching this. Thank you very much for doing so. Did you know greater than 99% of house fires happen to be people who don't subscribe to the IBX Toy Cat YouTube channel? That's not a basic lesson in statistics. That is a direct warning about what can happen if you don't understand them. And so, if you'd like to subscribe, perhaps with notifications turned on, you can see more videos. I feel like there was meant to be something involving furnace houses in this month's realm review, but there wasn't, and that's fine. But if you'd like to submit a realm for next month, put Toy Cat and then September somewhere in the realm title and invite Toy Cat. If you're on any Bedrock platform, obviously that's how it works. And if you are on any Bedrock platform and you're thinking to yourself, I don't have a realm, you can get your first 30 days free, and then you can use that to invite it to me. You don't have to use it on me, but if you want me to see your world, that's the best way to do it. Speaking of best ways to do things, thank you for watching this video, because I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.